What's up, everybody? Welcome to the PorterWay Podcast. You a fan of the show?
What? Watch it every day on YouTube.
Did not know that.
You did not? What?
Stop it.
Come on, SP. I gotta check it. I'm a boxing fan.
That's why you in here.
I love boxing.
Cool. All right. Don't say nothing else. And you don't say nothing else. I gotta finish this. So here's what we doing. I came up with what I consider to be a genius idea. Okay. You get people that are not involved in boxing to talk about this sport. That's how you get people that watch y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Check y'all out. Mm-hmm. Now they're going to check out what y'all love. You know what I mean? So that's the plan moving forward is I want to try to get some big name entertainers, basketball, football, comedians, actors, the whole nine, and just talk boxing and specifically talk Spence versus Crawford. Probably the biggest fight. Is this the biggest fight you've been alive to, like, made in your lifetime?
No.
What's the biggest fight? Well, I mean,
I'm going to say probably Holyfield and Tyson.
Yeah, that's the first one that came to my mind, too, when you said no.
That was big.
The city of Las Vegas used to be so damn electric.
That was big.
When them fights was going on. You know what I mean? So when this fight happened, I want to see the energy of the city because I've been here since 96.
Yeah.
When Tupac got shot, I was at the club. I heard it and everything.
You called 911.
The street talking, Tupac got shot. We was like, what? The city used to be so electric when a big fight was announced. And one of the things that people don't realize about this city, when it's a big fight, I drive by the private jet airport. And if I see them CEOs pulling up at the airport,
you know something.
I know some pimps is finna make some money.
Yeah. Well, that, it's everybody, if you don't know, is Mike P, comedian Mike P. Yeah. He does your thing, man. Appreciate you coming to the podcast today, man.
Big fan of the show, bro.
Why are you a big boxing fan?
When I was young, I used to fight. And I'm
a sports box or used to fight?
Both. Okay. Did a little boxing. My main sport was football, though. That's what I love to do. But boxing is just one of those sports where it's my fist versus your fist.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Yeah.
My brain versus your brain.
Yeah.
What's happening? It's the ultimate chess man sport.
Yeah.
Once you understand what it is you're doing
you in there
that
by
rig.
yourself.
Yes.
You in there by you can't rely on teammates.
No.
You ever been on stage, Mike, and it made you feel like you was at a fight? You know what I mean? Like, have you ever felt the energy that you've been at a fight, the same energy when you on stage?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the energy.
Yeah.
You know, when it ain't no action going on and it's kind of dead. Yeah. It's the same thing when you do comedy.
That's why, that's why real comedians do comedy, though.
Yes.
Especially when you used to be on the streets. It's the same. Like, you don't know if you ever robbed or did some dirt or. No.
Talk to them. Don't talk to me. No, but ask me.
It's the. But it's the exact same energy because you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You even finna be in Vegas turning up, or you gonna be in the county jail calling for attorney or something. So it's the same thrill. And with the stage, you could kill 99 days out of the year. But you're always going to have that one day. You never too good not to do good. And that's just the nature of the business. You don't know where it's going to come. And the less it come, the more it hurt.
That right there, Scruncho, probably the streetest dude we've ever had on the podcast. I don't think we're going to have anybody more street than
You know what? And it's like, I'm not even a street dude. I'm a comedian. You know, matter of fact,
I can't even call you. You married now. Just
yeah, because I'm one of kind of a comedian.
Can't call you a street dude no more.
Yeah, because that's a. You never really elevate from the streets. You appreciate the streets.
Where you come from.
You know what I mean?
Right,
so you don't never elevate past them.
Right.
Because wherever you go, you take it with you.
Right.
And you represent it.
Right.
Where it's a blessing to you.
Right.
Because all the cats that made it to where they got to go, they wish they could have went my route.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Got you.
Because it's the true glory. And I'm like, I know you got your A and B celebrities. I'm somewhere around a J and K entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I'm like what they call.
But you embrace it.
I'm like the fine cologne of the industry. Cats don't really mess with me. They just want to smell like they do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He like the droop at the Burden and Coke factory.
He's the cubic zirconia of jury.
I'll tell you something about being a comedian, though. Being a comedian is one of the few forms of entertainment where you can make a living off of this without being a superstar, without being famous. Like, it's a lot of singers out there, like, either you on or you off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't get the bag. It's a lot of us out here that's not at that level, but we living comfortably. We living well.
That's love right there. Na'im Lynn, y'all probably know, and y'all mad at me for having him in here, but it is what it is.
Hey, I be shaking things up on here, boy. I be shaking things up on here. Then y'all put the clips on YouTube and shit. They got me so bad the other day. Look, I said Jamel's gonna get his ass kicked, right?
And it just cut right there.
But then I said later I wanted him to win.
The clip. No. That's the clip.
He agreed with me. They ain't show none of that shit. I'm like, oh, this guy out here, he gonna pull up on me. That motherfucker crazy and shit.
Straight out. You know how he get out.
I snitched on you and everything.
What happened?
No, I told Charlos, that's Na'im Lynn.
That's why he's sitting in the dark, because he's snitching.
And I know y'all on the road. Y'all around the world. The last time the last time I seen you in person was in Saudi
Arabia,
And y'all own it. Y'all still watching them fights all the time.
Yeah, we about to be done. This is our last 2 shows this weekend here. As far as Kev's tour, then I'll be doing my own thing. But man, I got my ticket for the fight.
I'm about to ask you. You here for this one?
I got a hotel. The Venetian cracked me. The Venetian cracked me for about $500.
That ain't bad. 500 is good.
You should have hit me.
I'll pass. City. Because I already know what that is. I'll pass.
But for the fight, come on, man. Room's going to be going for a rack. Easily.
I've never spent that much on a room for a regular room here in Vegas. But, hopefully it's going to be worth it. And I got my ticket. Resale.
Hopefully.
What?
Yeah, it's going to be worth it.
It's going to be worth it.
When you coming in?
The day of.
You know why I think that fight is going to be so amazing is because they are 2 real niggas.
Two dogs.
Can I say that?
Yeah, they can say that.
Them is some real niggas.
Yeah.
I'm going for the dude that's more melanated, though. Because there's something about melanin.
No, you already bet. You said you had Spence.
No, I did say I had Spence.
You said who? Listen, I hate to... Listen, this is what I love about the fight. Ain't no fear factor in it. They absolutely 100% street dudes, got the mentality.
Yeah.
Ain't no... true... Listen, ain't none of that.
Yeah.
That's why both of them believe that they're going to win. But... to be the reality of it, you believe all the smoke and the mirrors and the accolades and the status, you will believe it too. But the truth of the mirror, and I love Spence. If I see him tomorrow, I want an autograph. But if I just focus on boxing, cuz finna run into a buzzsaw. You know what I mean?
Think so?
Man, without question. Bro, you don't have to be, listen, think about it. He beat up Cal Brook, right?
Yes, he did.
Right, and then when Crawford beat him up, they say Spence already damaged the eye.
Well, yeah.
Right, but think
he
about
had
Triple G already.
Triple G, and he had
Triple
Spence
G
before he
broke his
Crawford.
face.
Right.
And it took Spence 10 rounds to get dude with a broken face out.
He broke the other side of his
got him out in
face.
5 rounds.
And he was losing that fight in the beginning.
Yeah.
He just kept coming forward, man. That's one thing
But I
about him.
love Spence, though.
Spence a dog, though.
He is a dog.
He's a straight out dog. But here's the thing about it, like,
You want to come sit in the middle?
No.
they say Crawford is a hell of a fighter. But I don't really respect his resume.
What?
Other than fighting you.
Crawford?
You know what I'm saying?
What?
I don't really respect his resume like
But
that
man,
on
look
me.
at
Hey, look, hold on. Sean was up versus Spence. Sean was up. He was doing his thing versus Crawford. Stop listening to his daddy. Yeah, you know what I mean?
He be killing you.
He lost it in the 4th quarter. You know what I'm saying? He had it the whole way. And he always do amazing in his fights. Every fight he ever been in has always been exciting.
People always talk about the resume. Who do you think that Spence fought?
Thank you.
That on his resume that does not compare to Crawford is fought.
And then he loved bragging about Danny Garcia. But remember this, Danny Garcia moved up and he ain't beat nobody at 147.
Nope. He had to skip 147.
He was bomb at
154
140.
now.
He ain't beat nobody at 147. And Spence have not. Everybody. Guess first thing you got to ask. In the Garcia fight when Ryan was fighting Tank,
Yeah.
They flipped what I was subliminal and kept asking y'all, can Tank handle his left hook?
Yeah.
Can Tank handle his left hook? But they never ever said, can Ryan take a Tank punch? Because they knew he couldn't.
Right.
So ask yourself the same question. See, the only way to fight look even, because in your mind, they subliminally made you think that Spence was the strongest. But he really not.
That's the whole thing.
Spence
He's the bigger,
Spence looked the
stronger
strongest,
man.
but he listen, it's one thing to be strong.
I seen Crawford at 135 pounds get hit by a 135 pounder and was hurt.
That was somebody that was undefeated, who had a high knockout percentage.
Okay.
He was 135 at that time. Ain't like
when
he fought him at 147.
When he fought Gamboa, that's what you talk about.
Yeah.
When he fought Gamboa, Gamboa was in his prime. He was on top of his A game.
And
he had pop. And he was quick and fast.
That punch didn't really he didn't get knocked down. Everybody get rocked.
And the difference
he fucked him up after that.
Spence is a dog only when he throwing them things.
Yeah.
It's two kind of dogs, right? It's a dog when you get hit. It's a dog when you a dog. When Spence on your ass, nigga, he's a dog.
Right.
But when he get hit, nigga, that nigga turn into an actor. Hold on.
Hell no, I don't agree with that. No, hell
Rub my
no.
mouthpiece.
No, you know what it is though? I will say this though. Earl, if you watch this, keep your teeth at the house, homie. When he get his teeth, he be thinking his teeth got knocked
Man,
out.
that's what he's
That's what
trying
I'm
to
saying.
tell
And he gets to looking down because he don't want
that's what
nobody
it
to
was?
see
He
that.
said that.
I ain't
That's
even
what
think about
it
that.
is.
He said that.
That's what it is.
He said that. He
Damn.
said he
But
got.
he don't want to see. He
said
don't
he got
want people to
partials.
see him.
Damn.
So he said
Yeah.
when
They still partially in.
That's
Man,
what
he
said.
ain't got
said when
nothing
guys
up here.
hit
This
him,
is all
knocked his
fake.
mouthpiece off. He thought that his teeth came out, so he
Yeah.
was looking for his mouth. He said he was embarrassed.
Man, and Ugas went for that shit. He started helping him look. I said, this nigga helping him look for the teeth.
Hey.
This nigga looking like
Yeah. Just put the mouthpiece in. Go out gummy, homie. Come out with the gum showing.
Damn.
It's on, man, because this is a hell of a
But if he
fight.
come out gummy, he ain't nothing gonna hold the mouthpiece.
yeah,
in,
but
you know what I
With
mean?
the mouthpiece is to protect your teeth. If you ain't
Yes.
got none, you don't need
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Just leave the mouthpiece. You don't need it.
Well, gorilla glue your glum.
This is what I think about resumes, and especially when it comes to these two fighters specifically, because they got a lot of the common opponents.
Yes.
But the day that they fought these opponents is what's uncommon. And so you can pick who you want to pick, and I fought him, and he had I broke both eyes, and then you fought all this and that. Bottom line is, a lot of fighters aren't who they are on Tuesday. They're not that same fighter on Saturday.
You are absolutely
That's the
right.
bottom line.
So what about you?
What I'm saying is exactly who I was against Crawford was not who I was against Spence. Ain't taking nothing from Crawford, and ain't taking nothing from Spence whatsoever. But for me, my situation was all internal.
Okay.
That was shit that I took to the ring, that I just, and when I had that moment, we seen the towel come in because that was the moment that was expected for the sake of words, whatever the case may be. But preparation, all that kind of stuff, I love how Terrence says, well, look at what I did with Shawn Porter. Hey, you stop saying my name like I ain't your friend.
Right.
You know? And then Spence comes back. His daddy already said he didn't train. His daddy said he didn't train.
Yeah, but they
Oh,
compare.
that got on your nerve.
They compare resumes, but that don't really mean that.
But everybody knows that Shawn Porter trains his ass off. Everybody
Hell
knows that Shawn Porter gets ready.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But look at it.
But to the point of the resume, they both fought me, but I was not the same person all the way around the board when I in the ring against Crawford as I was against Spence. What I'm trying to say is when y'all looking at resumes and y'all saying he ain't fought nobody yet, it don't even matter.
It don't
So you think
He
you
is who he is.
You think
It
you were
don't even
better
matter.
when you fought Spence?
Huh?
You think you were better when you fought Spence?
I think that I was a better fighter when I fought Crawford, but there were certain things that I didn't have in that fight against Crawford that I had against Spence.
Physical attributes?
That's gonna be said on my documentary. You know what I mean? So now you're getting into stuff that I don't really want to talk about.
Okay, all right.
Okay. But no. Not
we
physical
get where you
attributes
coming
whatsoever.
from, though, for
yeah,
sure.
not physical attributes
But if you
whatsoever.
look at listen, this way you gotta
But-
look at it realistically. It's like when it's like both fighters fighting both of them. It's like climbing up a mountain fighting them. right?
That's true,
But
too.
with Spence, it's like he keep throwing them sandbags at you. And you keep catching the sandbag. About a 7th round, you running.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Crawford the same way, but he not throwing sandbags.
Yeah.
He throwing bricks.
But he
throwing
starts
bricks.
slow.
He throwing bricks.
He starts
It don't
slow, and
matter,
he can't give
but how
Spence
could
like
you
6
say he started
rounds.
slow?
Floyd
But
started
listen,
slow
'cause
too.
Hold on.
He do.
But look at it. How could you say he started slow when he knocked out everybody the last 10 fights? Booyah.
I mean, no.
It don't matter how you.
Errol Spence guy, to me, he has one speed, or he's only shown one speed. They say he's capable of doing more, and that speed is coming forward. I'm gonna break you down. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna keep that jab in your face. Whereas Crawford is he's more cerebral. Where he's going to be like, all right, I'm gonna figure out what you're doing, and then I'm gonna capitalize on your flaws. I'm gonna break you down. So it's really, and then you fighting against somebody where they also got that dog in them.
Yeah.
And they not going, Ugas tried to go toe to toe. It's like he almost didn't have a choice because he just kept coming at him, but he didn't, he could have fought him on the outside, did a little bit better, but he just got lumped the fuck up. He
But
just
here
kept getting beat
go
up.
the problem. If Crawford fight Spence like Shawn did and attack him, it's gonna be over before 8. Now, if he fight it technical, it's still gonna be technical. Then he's gonna finish it after 8. But if he pressure,
You got a KO either way.
no, he not gonna win if he don't KO him because it's a PBC fight. Errol Spence is their guy. They not. And when you fighting a champ, you gotta beat him convincingly.
You call me with
You
that.
gotta knock their ass
You
out.
called me with that, and I was just like, "What are you talking about, man?" I explained this to you. I can't believe you just brought that on here.
We already talked about this, man.
We talked about this already.
I just feel like
But
I just feel like from
honestly,
the,
I'm
from the
glad that
outside,
you did bring this
right,
on.
from the outside of a fan, I just feel like you can't, if you're gonna beat a fighter like Spence, man, you can't have no close decisions with him. You
Mike,
gotta.
You the one that
gotta
close
get him out of
decision.
Can-
Minus a knockdown,
Can
you the one.
Crawford win a decision against Errol?
It depends. It depends on how the fight go.
I think the magnitude of this fight, I think the judging is going to be very fair. I think he can win by a decision.
Okay.
I don't see it being a knockout because I think they're both getting in the ring with the idea of this motherfucker got to kill me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you get knocked down, you getting up no matter how much pain you in, no matter how discombobulated you are. I just don't see it being.
Yeah.
Only way I see it being stopped is if the referee stops it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see it being no 10 count knockout.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
It's gonna be a knockout. Trust and believe. It ain't going no. It's not. Man, come on, man. Think about who's in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them heavy hitters. You know what I mean? And see, the thing about Spence, he got rules. If you can't keep him out of his backyard, he go run.
Yeah,
he gonna
he
snatch
stepping to
every
you.
fruit off your tree.
Yes, sir.
And you can't come in there with 2 poodles in the backyard.
Yeah. Right.
You gotta have 2 Rockwellers. You know what I mean? And if he don't make him respect the Rockwellers, because if he got the Rockwellers, Spence gonna have to change his fight. And he don't know how, so he gonna get knocked out because he only know how to go get it.
I've never
He's a
seen him.
dog.
I've never seen him really hurt before.
Me neither.
Like I watch YouTube videos all day, right? So I see what they say 5 times when he's been hurt. Even in the Ugas fight, when Ugas caught him with the 2-piece after he looked down, he jumped right back on his ass. Like to
Yeah.
me, that wasn't hurt. It was
Hurt.
like, all right, you caught me with something, but I'm back. Like I haven't seen him actually get staggered or like he had to cover up when he was getting punished. I've never seen that before.
Because he's a great actor.
Yeah, man, you could be right.
When
You
he
could be
get
right.
hit, he fooled you. He delay it like, man, I done seen it 2 or 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
But he can get hurt.
How you gonna vote on this fight? Because you all in on Terrence.
Who?
I'm in too.
I mean,
I
me and him, we got a
man.
personal bet going on already. Yeah.
There ain't no small bet. I'll bet you $20.
Hey.
I don't matter. I got you.
Matter of fact, crank it up.
What you want? Okay.
See, I'm one of the greatest sports bettors in the world.
I told
And according to them lines, it look like Spence gonna do his thing.
yeah.
Hey, and that's plus 130. Mike.
Plus 130.
Hey, Mike, I want to talk to you since you said you've been here since 97.
Yes.
I told Shawn I've been here since 2000, 99.
Okay.
That energy Floyd Mayweather weekend when we ain't have nothing, no sports? Talk about that, man. That was different.
That was absolutely different. Him and Mike Tyson brought the best energy to the city, period. You know what I mean? I've been following fights. I've been to damn near every Floyd fight. I've been to, thousands of fights. And I've been out here active on the radio for 30 years, almost, plus.
Yeah.
So I've been to every major event that the city has.
Yeah.
When the NBA All-Star game was out here in 07, I know that shit ain't
He
never
like the
coming
Steve
back.
Harvey of Las Vegas.
Yeah. So it was, man. This fight has that type of feel too, though, because a lot of
It's
people that I
supposed to.
know, they all coming out here. Everybody is trying to, you know, they got their favorite who they like and want to bet on, man. And this is what boxing is about. I remember back in the 80s when we used to watch boxing on this little shit called Z. You know what I mean? Remember the Z box? And everybody would come over and your auntie be smoking Virginia Slims in the house. And it was, you know, and that's what this is. And that's what I try to provide for my son.
Yeah.
What boxers do for families and homies and friends is
Yeah.
you bring everybody together.
Yeah.
The whole neighborhood. It's a fight on. And you got your favorite fighters, and that's what this is right now.
This is like but you know what? I just don't ask yourself this. What's gonna happen if you get in the ring and find out Crawford is stronger?
I think he is stronger.
He is stronger, but they don't believe it.
I think he's stronger for
Because
sure.
to make the fight, the odds look the way they got to make it look like Spence is the strongest. But he the heaviest. He might hit the heaviest, but that don't mean he hit the hardest. I be the littlest dude in the gym, but guess what I'm bench pressing? 500.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I might look. So you gotta give a little.
you look strong. You don't like you bench 500, but you look strong.
To me, this to me is like the one of the craziest parts to me about this fight is, it's like for instance, we talking about who the strongest is, and they gonna argue if they could sit down in front of each other arguing how strong the other one is, they gonna do that for a whole damn hour.
Yeah.
Cause to me, this is like the most special part of this fight is how mentally strong both these guys are.
Yes.
That's why I'm so hyped about this fight. I'm like, me personally, I've never seen this before.
I never seen.
I want to
You know what I mean?
see the wheels go at it.
Yeah.
My wheel versus your wheel.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing you can do to.
I've never seen it.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
Bad. Yeah.
This fight could be so much bigger, actually, because neither one of them have that star power that we've seen in boxing in the past.
Yeah.
This is a true boxing fan fight.
Yeah.
You got two undefeated guys. The people that really love boxing are super excited about this.
Yes.
Yeah.
But imagine if they had that star power of the De La Hoya or Mayweather or Pacquiao or Tyson or Holyfield.
But here's
This
the
shit
thing, they
would
don't
really
really
be crazy.
need it because of social media.
No. The
No,
sport
they need
needs
it.
it though.
Yeah.
Sport needs
The
it.
sports need stars.
If these
The
two
sport
guys
needs it.
was Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis, this fight.
Would be ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
I would have to go a step
Ryan
above
deserved
that.
fight.
Well, I would have to go a little step further with the star power.
Yeah, because Ryan Garcia, although he has a big social media following, there's a lot of people that still don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Everybody knew who Mike Tyson was.
My grandmother.
Everybody knew who Floyd Mayweather was.
Yes.
Like, you knew these
But
people.
in the social media world, Ryan Garcia is a star.
Amongst
young,
the youth.
Yeah.
You know, the youth.
Yeah, well,
he's
that's
a
really-
star. He's a star.
And Mexicans, because I had all my Mexicans.
He's a star. But if I asked my mother if she knew who Ryan Garcia was, she would say no. My mother know who Mike Tyson is. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean,
It would be bigger if they were bigger stars outside of the ring.
But they skill set, man. I think this gonna
Skill
be
set wise, it's
Nah,
it's
they
They
up
bad.
there.
come out like Hagler Hearns. If they come out like that,
that'll never happen.
well, I don't know.
That'll never happen.
Hey, but like Spence said, that's what I love about Spence. He said, "I'm stepping." When he come out, I'm stepping.
And you know what I
ain't
like
playing.
about him too?
Spence let you know I'm
Yeah.
stepping.
He ain't lied about nothing.
You can't disrespect the
Everything
art.
that dude said.
Hey, the dude,
He went and did it.
Right.
Hey man, this
Man.
Man,
I'm coming.
If he say he's stepping, he's stepping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you gotta love that little country motherfucker. That motherfucker ain't no joke. That motherfucker, like, I'm stepping. Yeah. And when he say he's stepping, he's stepping.
And then he from Texas, and then Terrence Crawford is from Nebraska.
If people don't know about Texas, man, Texas is hood, and they got more games than any. I
just can't roll with nobody from Nebraska. I'm sorry.
Shit.
I can't.
Them motherfuckers crazy out there.
Hey man, do you know they got more real niggas in Nebraska?
Omaha in the game, bro.
I ain't riding with
Shoot,
it.
man, I was out there.
Omaha is.
If you go to Omaha,
ghetto as
let me
hell.
tell you something. I would. They go harder than it. They had a party. Listen, they had the low riders on this side, barbecuing in the middle of the street. Listen, strippers on the this is on the right there, and the police is partying with them. I'm telling you, man, they had ribs.
Hey, but look, check this out.
All in the middle of the street. It was nothing.
He said, "What ribs got to do with ribs?"
Listen, you can't be really hood and go. I wouldn't trust no nigga that don't eat ribs. What's wrong with you? Nigga, ribs is included.
I'm tripping on how you over there taking these big ass deep breaths like you rapping or something.
That nigga eat ribs.
I said, ribs got your lungs fucked up.
Nigga at the house with sleep apnea. Waking up sounding like Batman.
Let's talk X's and O's right quick. Let's talk X's and O's because I just think that there's so many possibilities to the way this fight could go, could end, the whole nine. What does Terrence got to do to win this fight? You expect Terrence to win this fight, correct? What are you expecting him to do?
I got her.
I think that he could potentially get hurt, or that pressure might get to him, and it's just going to bring out a different animal in him, like he's done in any other fight where he's gotten a little bit hurt, or when he saw somebody else get hurt and then he attacked him. I feel like that animal is going to come out of him, and that's what's going to get him through the fight.
Here's the problem with that. Just like we seen with Ugas hurt Spence and gave Spence space.
Yes.
Everybody said, "What he doing? I would have jumped right on." Yeah. We know what to do in that moment.
Right.
Ugas didn't know what to do in that moment. Spence does. So.
You mean Crawford does?
Crawford does.
No, I mean Spence does. You just said that Crawford could get hurt, and that's going to bring out a different animal in him. If he gets hurt, Spence knows what to do.
But
when I
Spence
see
not
you
known
hurt.
as a finisher. He hurt you, but he don't finish cats really good.
Yeah.
Yes, he do.
Man, he don't got that one. He don't got that one punch knockout.
He have not knocked nobody since
You getting punished
since
every
you.
round.
Yeah, you get punished, but you gotta finish him, bro.
That's heavy bag work. That's
Come
just
on,
heavy
man,
bag
that's heavy
work.
bag.
Yeah, but
When you
Crawford
gonna
got
finish
that.
me though? Come on, man.
Crawford put people on their ass, man.
Man, Crawford. Man, come on, homie. I'm going with the finisher.
If Crawford get hurt, I don't see him. I see him recovering quickly. Even if he go down, he gonna get up and wild out.
This was my thing because I do see a possibility of them both getting knocked down and getting up, and the fight even finishing. But if you get knocked down, you gotta be getting knocked down near the end of that round. It's gotta be like 30 seconds or less, because if it ain't, Crawford can finish Spence, and Spence can finish Crawford. I don't know what the hell you talking about.
No, well, here's what I believe. Number one, ask yourself this: other than you, right? Who have Spence fought with dancing feet that had gifted feet that move their feet? I'm waiting. Okay.
Well, it ain't too many
Cal
boxers
Brook
that
is
have
Cal
gifted
Brook is
feet.
a good boxer.
Hey,
Well,
Scruncho.
can I say this though?
Good.
Huh?
His feet is good.
No, I'm saying Spence's feet is good, but I'm saying Crawford's is better. The man with the gifted feet control the distance. Who got the longer reach? Crawford. Okay.
You did the math on that.
So now Crawford don't stand, he dance. So now you gotta step to him, man. So when you step, you out of pocket. So all Crawford gonna do is step until he catch you. Come on, man.
It ain't that easy.
Bro,
It is not that easy. That boy, he got that hell of a jab, and he don't. He
look good
don't,
on paper.
It do look.
It look good on
sounds
paper.
sweet.
Yeah, it look good on paper, but watch the reality.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Cause guess what?
Spence.
Oh, I can't wait.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Spence keep talking about he not worried about the switch hitting, but I think that's something that he should be worried about. I think that that's a concern because if Crawford, you never know when it's going to come. He usually do it pretty early, and then he'll stick with being southpaw throughout the fight.
Yeah.
But I can see him going back and forth in this fight, trying to figure it out. And I think that's something that he should be more concerned about than he is, or at
I
least
could
he's
see
saying he
this
is.
being a fight that he has to actually kind of go back and forth in order for it to make a difference.
Right.
Yeah.
But a lot of fighters, this is something that I think like fans and people that don't really know the sport, like switch hitting is really not a thing. It's just you fight from the right side and then you fighting from the left side. But for me, looking across from you, when I see the switch, I've been doing this too long for me not to see the switch and see what's gonna come next.
Yeah.
I see the switch, the hand comes up, and I already know those mental adjustments.
Yeah.
So those things are like already there, and I think that's a part of this fight that a lot of people are looking at again. When you're talking about the narrative in terms of how Terrence wins, everybody wants to talk about the switch hitting.
Yeah.
That's really not a hard thing to deal with, especially when you switch and then you usually stay there.
But
the best thing for him to do is to be able to switch and go back and forth. He did that a lot in the amateurs, and I think it was more so him just being an amateur, and this was the foot that was out front, so now this is the foot I'm fighting with, and y'all seen that in the streets.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, he is now a legit professional street fighter. You know what I mean?
Well, here go where the switch hitting work for a cat like Spence. See, the reason it works is because when you a switcher, it make it difficult for you to cut off the ring. Because now
That's true.
Exactly.
That's true.
So when Spence depends on you to cut off the ring and you switch up, that whole left side is open. You switch up, that whole right side is open. So now the question becomes, how you gonna have access at this man's body to get to it when he not standing there? He a switch hitter, so he gonna get out of there, and you gonna be off guard. Because when did you catch him? When he was moving his feet. When cats who like to plant their feet, when you make up, every time I fought a big dude, first thing I knew to do, make this big old dude move his feet. Because if this big joker got to move his feet, he get mad. And every time they move their feet, it throws their balance off and throws their psychic off. And when he can't get to that body, what he gonna do? He gotta pay. It's two Rockwellers waiting on him. You ain't getting to that body. You gotta pay. Usually,
that's where the game
take
plan.
A jab or you take when he come off that jab. Ooh, come on, man.
But I
and both southpaws. So how that jab is gonna be as effective?
I trust.
Spence got a lot of adjustments to make real early.
Yeah, I trust his coach though.
Trust.
Derrick James?
Hell yeah, I trust his
I don't
coach.
think
Derrick
he has a
James
game
is the
plan.
main one look
You don't think
scared.
Derrick James
Yeah.
got game?
Bomac
I don't
looked scared.
think. I don't think. he got a game
Bomac
plan.
looked like homie. Did you see that interview of
I don't.
Bomac? Bomac
I
looked
think
like
that they're gonna just do the same thing they always do. I think we gonna, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think that's the mind frame. I don't think he has a game plan.
As they go in, Na'im, they making adjustments.
I don't think so.
You don't
Man,
think Derrick James makes adjustments?
I see. Now I'm not gonna bring his name up
When
again
have
because
you
y'all
ever
gonna make me
seen
look
Derrick
bad
James
in the video. But Charlo, what adjustments do Charlo make, bro?
What did you?
Come on,
I
Charlo.
should have said something else because that's the clip. Right?
Yeah, that's clear right here. Na'im Lynn says Charlo can't make adjustments. Look, man.
Derrick James is very calm and controlling. He's telling.
Yeah.
As soon as he turns around now, they're talking.
Yes.
They're talking. When he's going to, it's emotional.
Derrick James. Let me tell you something.
They clean.
The one that made me have confidence is Derrick James. Derrick James got fear in him because it ain't Spence with the fear. It's Derrick James. He knows something. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no. Have
Man,
you
come
seen
on, man.
Bomac?
Bomac,
Bomac looks
Look.
terrified. He
tell
ain't
you
even the same. Like, you know, he was
Bomac
real
lost
fat.
weight. He lost weight.
No, Bomac.
Bomac said he been saying from the beginning we gonna whip his ass.
Whoop his ass.
He been
Bomac
saying that
ain't
from the
got me
beginning.
held back nothing.
Nobody believes in this fight more. We both got Crawford. Nobody leaving Crawford more than James Toney.
Yeah,
James
no,
Toney
James
been
Toney.
saying
Oh, yeah.
he been saying
Oh, yeah.
Crawford gonna whip it. Watch. What you see? You know James Toney can't talk no more. You see? He gonna whip his ass.
You got Spence, right?
I got Spence.
How Spence win?
I think Spence wins by being patient and not getting hit by the shot he don't see.
That's a nice. How you gonna get hit by what you don't see? That's the point. You don't see it.
No.
See,
You know what I'm trying to say.
No. Go ahead.
Say what you about to say.
Well, I think that the way Spence works behind his jab, and I don't see Terrence being able to circle out of that over and over.
Yeah.
And that pressure that he be putting on everybody he get in the ring with.
Yeah.
They eventually, he said he gonna break him. And I got to ride with this dude because everything he said, he did it. He said, I'm going to whoop everybody's ass on this street, and then I'm going to go get Terrence Crawford. I'm taking his shit, too. Yeah, he said, I'm taking it.
And he's a hog. He really believed it.
He really do believe that.
But I'm telling you.
And he from Nebraska. I just can't. I'm an athlete from L.A., bruh. If you ain't from L.A., if you ain't from Texas, Florida, you trash, I'ma destroy you.
Hey,
that's how I feel, homie.
Hey,
Last time Nebraska been in a big game, I put it on him. What the heck, Eric Crouch?
And it was a bunch of LA niggas on that team, homie.
It's a new era.
Fuck out of here.
I done been traveling everywhere. I'm a hood comedian. I go to all the hoods. And when you go to Omaha, man, let me tell you something.
He's scared of it. He gets recognized.
Omaha.
He gets recognized. Omaha gangster,
is
bro.
as gangster as any state I ever been to, big or little, and they knock your noodles off. And it's a bunch of gifted ones that want that smoke out there.
It ain't like Texas.
Texas is gangster too, though. I love Texas too. That's another.
That's all I'm
gangster.
saying.
But I'm just telling you,
I respect it. But what I'm saying is,
but
you know,
when I look at
it's like when I play wide receiver. If I see the nigga from Nebraska out there, man, I'm telling him my route and I'm eating his ass up. That's just what I'm doing.
Like you gotta looking at the scout report. Like where you from? Nebraska put me on his side.
Like DJ Quick say,
just like Compton.
Nebraska. It's just like
Compton. I was thinking the same
shit. It's a different era. One of those cities.
Look,
they is crazy, man.
Champ got Terrence, and Champ he ain't been in the ring with Terrence, he been in the ring with Spence, and they said that was his best work, but Champ still got Bud.
Who Champ? Oh, you talking about
Mayweather?
Yeah.
Hold on, time out though. Let me ask y'all this.
I know he's.
I've been watching the internet, and they said that both them dudes was sparring, and motherfucking Spence got the best of Crawford in sparring. Did y'all?
Man, no.
I want to see them.
Man, Shane Moley.
Shane said that.
Shane, we love you. Yeah, we love you, big dog.
You didn't see that a pint of Hennessy was in Shane. He was loaded as hell.
Man, I'm just telling y'all.
Nah, they ain't never been in the ring. We would know that.
Possibly. I don't think so. Let me call a couple people on that one. Because we did a training camp at the Olympic Training Center, 2015 or 16 before they went over for the games. I forgot where the games were at that point in time. Not 2016, 2012.
Okay.
Spence was on the 2012 team. They thought that because I think that the rounds were going to 3 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
They thought that it would be a good idea to bring in professional fighters to train with the Olympians.
Okay.
So they brought in a group of professional fighters. Me, Jorge Linares came in. It was quite a few. Let me go back and take a look at what that was.
That's what I heard.
Because if they sparred, it would have been then, but it would have been no other time but then. But again, we talking about 2012.
I think
Spence was like
it would be
20.
some talks about it during the build up to the fight. It had to be.
Yeah.
Well, they talking about it now.
Hey, man,
I'm talking about?
All I know is Terrence Crawford is a professional chin checker. And he know how to apply pressure. 3 pounds of pressure to the chin will knock anybody out. You know what I mean? And he a professional chin checker. He know how to get to that chin.
The most accurate fighter in boxing is Terrence Crawford.
Terrence Crawford.
He is.
Think so?
The most accurate boxer in the world is Terrence Crawford. Yeah. He can hit you with the jab. He can hit you with the right hand. Obviously, the switch
let me tell you the theory
Sniper.
behind. He's a sniper. Let me tell you the theory behind southpaw. Why he switch up so much. This is you gotta understand my IQ. It's amazing. now listen. When you fight southpaw, right? It's equivalent to driving your car in reverse, right? And then orthodox is driving your car straight, right? When you go, you can drive good in reverse, right? And you can drive good straight. But here go when you gotta go straight, go backwards, go straight, go backwards. Now you seeing the flaws. So when Terrence switch here, then he come back and he keep switching, he see where you slipping at. That's where he calculate. That's where he doing his calculating.
But why he calculating?
That's where he doing his calculating. So when he go here, then he watching what you do. Then when he go here, he say, okay, he dropping there. He calculating. Did he go here? He's like, not stepping there. He calculating. So now when he come back and he switch, he waiting on where you messed up.
What about if he get in there with dude and dude ain't letting him calculate? He on his ass the whole time. You ain't got time to be processing and reversing and driving forward, running red lights and shit. You better pay attention to the road.
The only thing.
But it's not about what he not doing.
Right, that's number one.
Earl doing something. He's stepping and and when he figuring out, he calculate. It ain't what he not doing. Don't matter.
So my thing is, I said, all due respect to you, Terrence never been in a world championship fight for 12 rounds. World championship fight. You seen
Yes.
Shawn? That was 12 rounds.
12 rounds of hell.
And it was not a. Shawn didn't have a moment to think. Earl didn't have. It was just reacting. We fighting, baby.
So what that's telling you? It's not going 12 rounds. I'm just telling you that.
I got a question for you.
All that switching, he ain't gonna have time to switch.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Why do you think he does the switching? Is it because of the power in the right hand, making that his lead hand? You see that punch that he knocked Kell Brook out with was crazy.
Oh,
it was like a jab almost.
Because he seen it coming already.
Yeah.
He knew it when he switched over. He knew what he threw when he came back. He was waiting.
Kell Brook didn't even know what would happen.
When I looked at Crawford, getting ready for Crawford, it was like, okay, what's the rhyme and the reason with him switching? There really wasn't one. And what we determined was he's going to fight a southpaw. He might start the fight off orthodox, but 2 rounds in, he's going to fight a southpaw the majority of the fight. And all we spar with was southpaws.
Right.
I never spar with the orthodox fighter.
Yeah.
My
Because
dad
that's primarily what he does.
And my dad said, at the end of the day, if he do switch, you already know what to do with the orthodox fighter. So we just going to get ready for the southpaw. He going to switch in 1 or 2 rounds, and that's where he going to be anyway.
Yes.
And it ended up being what it was.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm thinking, like, is he going to add more of that to the X and the O's arsenal that he has because he has the ability to do that?
Or will Errol Spence bring that out of him?
Well, here go the
Right.
problem. If he could maneuver around all that shit Shawn was doing, what the fuck you think he gonna do it with Earl? That's gonna be easy work. You see what he did with Shawn. He worked. Shawn worked him.
Yeah.
And they was dancing together.
I think both of them.
Styles make fights, Scruncho.
I'm just telling
And stop talking about that man. And he get mad when you talk about him losing and shit. I think
that's the only time you won, though. You know what I mean? Because in a fight, it's not whether you win or lose. It's did you earn the respect. If you got the respect, then you got the
already had
victory.
that.
What the fuck?
Nah, yeah, I don't need no respect from Crawford.
Yeah.
I
got respect
No, for the people.
fans.
Oh, from the,
We
oh,
respect
For
you
the fans.
as a
People
warrior,
love
straight out.
Yeah.
You ain't like a loser to us. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
think-
when you lost the fight.
It hurt though. He said you ain't
it ain't. You lost, but nah.
a whole
We'll
loser.
see, like shit.
it's
I
like
don't
you got
think
a lot
either
of
one of them-
heart. Like the heart, Shawn.
I don't
Straight
think
up.
either one of them going to come with anything different than this fight. I think they both going to fight the way they both typically fight.
To me, that's an amazing fight, though.
It is.
And no, absolutely. I'm
Yeah.
not saying this is a bad thing. I
Yeah.
think they're going to come in and do what they do, and then it's just going to be the person that has the best IQ that can
Yeah.
make the adjustments on the fly.
And
I see that
will.
being.
Are we overthinking this? By expecting all of the switching, are we overthinking this? Expecting Spence to apply more pressure?
That's
than
why
he
I'm
usually
saying. That's what
applies.
I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
think they're going
I
to do what they
think-
do.
I honestly think,
Which is that straight up is just good
To
enough,
me,
though.
Yeah, it's going to
Real
be a good
talk.
fight, man.
I think if anybody in this sport easy to figure out, it's Errol Spence, because he's exactly. He don't have nothing different.
You know what?
He do what he do, and that's how he do it.
He like Larry
and
Bird.
If you can stop it, and that's his rule.
Larry Bird
Stop
tell you what
it
he
if you
going to
can.
do.
It's fundamental.
They said Larry
Stop
Bird
if
tell
you
you what
can.
he going to do and didn't do it. So
Right.
it's the same thing.
It's
But
the same
Spence-
thing.
but
So are you saying
Just
Spence is the Tim Duncan of boxing?
He absolutely Tim Duncan.
For sure. He is.
Spence is like the 75-mile-an-hour car driving across the city. He gonna do 75 the whole way. He ain't gonna get pulled over. He ain't gonna fall asleep. Ain't nothing gonna happen to him.
Hey
He
man,
good
I
to
see
go.
I see what you're doing here, man. I see what you did right there.
What'd I do?
Till my fall asleep in the car.
No,
I see what you did right there, man.
because-
I see what you did, man.
because while everybody's talking about how basic he is, how basic is it to drive across the country doing 75
Well, he
with
known
no
for
issues.
crashes, so you know what it is.
But I'm saying,
there you
but everybody's talking about how Crawford is the 80 mile an hour car that might switch up and do 60, jump off the highway real quick, get back on the highway doing 100, and catch up to the 70. All that, but he could get pulled over. All that, and something could go wrong for him. So while you over there talking about Spence is the easiest fighter to adjust to, he's the most basic fighter, that basic shit gets done. He gets the job done.
I'm just saying, he might be the easiest to adjust to it, but that don't mean you can.
That's my point.
I'm not saying he easy.
It's like you see it and can't do nothing about it.
If you can't stop it, he basically said, this is what I got. What you gonna do with it? That's what I mean by easy, not in disrespectfully saying it's gonna be easy, but I'm saying respectfully speaking, I'm 75 miles per hour. You got a blueprint for it?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And if he got if that man Crawford got the blueprint for him, he already know what he gonna do. It ain't no adjusting. He already know what he gonna do.
Ain't no adjusting.
A lot of his opponents, they underestimate him. They said, like, I remember Danny Garcia watched him after he fought somebody. He's like, I got it. Yeah. Pacquiao said the same thing.
About Garcia.
Yeah, about Spence.
I got it.
Yeah, they like, I see something. I can do it. Then they get in there and they just can't take. This dude is relentless.
Yeah, but Mikey Garcia.
I don't know what the hell that was.
What that Danny said he saw?
I saw something.
Yeah.
I know what Mikey. I know what I seen. I don't know what you see when you saw Crawford or Spence. I just saw that it was gonna take everything to beat Spence. I knew it wasn't gonna be just my boxing ability, and it wasn't gonna be just the pressure. It was gonna be a combination of all of it and throwing it at him in different ways, and that was was gonna get the job
very
done.
Underwhelming fight, by the way, when he fought Mikey Garcia.
Uh-huh.
It was
underwhelming.
It was just a bunch of pressure, and you see Mikey was catching a lot of the punches. He didn't take that bad of a beating. He just got outscored every round.
The smoke in the mirrors that you talk about.
Yeah, but the reason
I feel like it was the smoke in the mirrors that you talk about. I think starting the fight, Errol was a little hesitant and saw that the jab was working, and as the fight went on, it was like, we're not gonna push the pedal anymore. Against Mikey. We're not gonna push the pedal anymore.
I think he gave Mikey a break because I think he wanted to show off his boxing skills. I think if he had fought
that's what he said.
Spence,
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
That's what I'm saying. I think that the boxing, we're gonna start this fight boxing. We don't know what he truly got.
Yeah.
And then it became, all right, let's just stick with this.
It's working.
You know, it's working. Let's just stick with this.
Stick with it.
We good if we see this at the end of the fight by both fighters?
Yeah, we good.
A draw? You good with a draw?
No.
No, hell no.
Thurman Porter. Well, we just got.
Nah, I just don't. But I believe if it go the distance, it's gonna be Spence. I don't think Crawford is in there to go the distance. Period.
And I believe if it goes the distance as
I don't
well,
think
I think Crawford would have started slow, and it just took too long to catch up.
And then we got rematch clause.
That's gonna be activated.
Man, if it's a lopsided fight, I don't want to see a rematch.
If Spence say he was gonna give him a one-sided ass whooping,
I just cannot see Crawford getting whooped a one-sided fight.
No, I mean I can't see it going either way, it being lopsided. But if it is, I don't want to see a rematch. I want to see the winner go on and fight for that belt at 154, which is a whole nother conversation because, you know.
One thing I noticed about Spence, he usually take his punches at least 7 to 8 rounds to take effect. Am I right? So my thing is,
hey, it's easy to say that.
No, I'm just saying from looking outside. I'm just saying from the fights. No, I'm looking at the record. I haven't seen him. Listen, I don't remember. Listen. Since he stepped up to the elite level, I haven't seen him knock out nobody in less than 7, 8 rounds. That's all I'm saying. Before he was in the elite level, he was doing it. Now he up it, and he's. So what make you think Crawford can't pressure him them first 3 or 4 rounds? I would pressure him.
Because he
we never seen him do that. That's why.
Huh?
That's
We
a
never
hell of
seen
an
Crawford do
adjustment,
that.
but I don't think we gonna make it.
I'm just saying, I mean, it's a different level. If he had a different, its tension is a little high. I go in there, let's see what we got.
Right.
Two things.
If you got them things and I got them things, let me see.
You
No, because that's Crawford. I'm talking to Crawford mentality. Just go, man. Come on. I already know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, he
Let's
yeah.
go get it.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's not a suicide mission. If he fight Arrow, if he fight Arrow and he go put pressure on him and try to get him on the back, that's what Shawn Porter.
That's gonna last for 2 seconds. Earl's gonna say, okay, let's move.
Man, but see,
think
that's
Earl is gonna
no,
sit
because
back?
you know the problem. You know why it only gonna last for 2 seconds? Because in y'all mind, y'all brainwashed to believe that Earl is
Man,
the
ain't nobody
strongest.
brainwashed.
No, y'all believe that Earl is the strongest. I'm saying, what if he not the strongest? It's going under 8
And he
rounds.
got to fight on his back foot all night.
Yeah, I'm saying if Earl not the strongest,
Can he fight
it's
on his
going
back
late to
foot?
8 rounds.
Earl can fight on this.
Can he fight on his back? We never really seen
can.
him.
I bet he can't fight as good on the back feet as he can stepping forward. So why would I make?
That's
Why
your
would
game
I?
plan. Go get it.
You know what's
Go get
another
him.
good thing? You know what's another good thing about this matchup? They both got hard faces. You ain't never really seen. Only time I seen Terrence Crawford with a little lump on his eyes when he fought Kell Brook. He had a little black eye, something like a little knot. But other than that, they both are.
They both had knots versus Shawn.
I was gonna say, I ain't
Yeah,
giving
he
had
knotted
a cut,
him up.
All right, cool.
He had a cut, but at the end of the fight, he wasn't like
Yeah.
Ugas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like both of them, you've seen them fight other people and they be lumped up. And neither one of them have ever took that type of damage to the face. So I'm like, all right, that's a good thing right there. It shouldn't be no stopping.
That being said,
Yeah.
is this fight happening on time or is this happening too late?
Perfect time.
Nah, this is perfect.
I
A year
can't-
earlier, probably.
I don't say perfect because I wanted to see both of them do more in their career, and they are at the last leg of their career. I wanted to see them go up a couple weight classes, and so I wish they would have fought pre-pandemic. Would have been good for me.
Well, I say different. I say this is beneficial to Terrence than it is to Earl. Because now Terrence set into that 147. Now he manned up, you know.
Yeah,
if
and
you'd have caught him when he was still developing.
Yeah.
Because and Spence was a lot more active and more vicious then. So really, the time helped Terrence. Even Derek James said, you know, well, after he was complaining about his athletic, he gonna be like Roy Jones. All right, bro. First of all, if you that worried, if you really wanted to be the true fight, why you hoping his athleticism be gone like Roy Jones? You should want to, because you know you telling me that's a problem for y'all. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because you would be saying, man, I hope his athleticism be there so we can get it on. I don't want no excuses.
Right.
But he said, wait, he's 35. You know what happened when the athletic be gone? Come on, man, that ain't the way you supposed to talk.
Right.
Because you telling me, hey, man, where's that coming from?
Like
I
y'all
would
waited on
like
purpose.
to fight.
We
In the
gonna be an
hood-
athlete
In the
tonight.
hood, we tell you to bring your father, bring your mama, bring where we don't get. We don't be like, your brother out of jail yet?
What you have, Mike?
Run that. I would like to have seen them fight
Run that! You know one thing about
before the accident. You know what I'm saying?
you want to see it before the accident?
I wanted to see it before the accident.
Let me break this down real quick. And I've said this on the podcast before. You've probably seen this.
Yeah.
Where I think that a fighter is in their prime closer to 33 to 36 than 28 to 30, the way that it's been described to us over all this time.
I could agree with you on that because you have a better sense of IQ.
Yeah.
And you still have the athletic ability as a youngster.
You
So
wanna
this
take
is what
less
I,
points.
Somewhat.
this is what I say about Errol. Errol was ahead of his time. A man amongst boys for the most part of his professional career. But he was still very immature.
Right.
That accident matured him.
Right.
Of course, you got the other side of that. Well, hey, what about your health?
The physical
The
part.
best thing they could do was put him in the ring with two people to show us, yo, he's good to go.
Yeah.
You know, so we have no reason to believe that there's residue of this accident still there.
It's there
after
because
this much time.
when that mouthpiece get knocked out, he be worried about if his teeth is on the ground.
But had that accident not happened, he probably wouldn't have changed his life. He probably wouldn't be who he is from a maturity standpoint.
You do have a point there.
Which in turn means that this is actually a better fight than it would have been post-pandemic,
Yeah.
or pre-pandemic, because we got two mature grown ass dogs get in the ring on fight night,
But I think
opposed to a dog and another dog that's still, you know, running around on the other side of trying to get to the other side of the fence. You know what I mean?
He lose and he win. He win mentally, but he lose physically.
Yeah.
That's the
But
flip
again,
side.
they gave us 2 fights, and they've given him 3 years,
And he said he's fine.
4 years. Yeah.
And you got to remember this too. Bro ain't been in the ring in a minute.
Yeah.
He had a long. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You can't.
Come on, man.
You just can't hop in. You can't stay off 2 years or whatever, and then jump in the ring with a Terrence Crawford and think you super sharp because he's a sniper. He waiting for your sharp, your lack of.
And this is what I say about that.
You want that.
Errol is a Showtime fighter. What that means is when the stadium get lit up, when the stadium get full, and when it's time to go, it's time to go. And he's going. The other thing about Errol, and I back that up with this right here. Errol is one of the few fighters that I know that trains at a high level. Ain't that many fighters that train at a high level. And the way I describe it is, which you may have also heard on the podcast, that there's a way to make that blood boil. There's a way to make that simulate a fight multiple times before fight night.
Yeah.
Right.
Which takes precedent over you ain't been in the ring on fight night. So what?
Right.
I know how high to get
Yeah.
inside the ring. I know what that noise sound like. I don't need none of that. I just need to get these to move the way they need to move.
Yeah.
That way on fight night, it's like they've been moving like this.
But what about the
long
chin
enough.
aspect of it, though?
The chin aspect of it?
Chin aspect,
Exactly.
as if you've been out of the ring a while, so you're not used to taking those shots to the face. Pause.
No. You've dude been doing it since he was 10 years old. You know what a punch feel like. You know how you know the speed of punches and all that. And again, that's what you got sparring for.
Yep.
So there's no mistake in here. The other side of that, what you just said right there, he ain't been out of the ring, or excuse me, he's been out of the ring, ain't been active.
Yeah.
But guess what? He's healthy. So anything that he been dealing with, he's just had more time to heal.
Whatever. You're right.
Just had more time to heal.
Right.
More time to be fresh for fight night.
There it is.
You know what I mean?
Well, all I know is this. Hey, man, I like what you said.
Hey, we watching the fight together,
Hey,
too.
as we
I'm going to
should.
talk so bad, too.
Hey, all I'm saying is this.
I can't wait.
I can't. My thing is this. This is what every bully got to run into. What happened when your bullying don't work? Can he adapt? That's the question.
Yeah.
See, and that's never been answered.
Yeah.
So in his mind, he don't know how to adapt. He don't know what adapting is.
Yeah.
And the only time he ever came close to adapting a couple of times, he turned into Zittel. He went into his acting. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He went for the Grammy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He fooled all of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm saying this. When Terrence get hit, it's a different animal in him.
Yeah.
When he get hurt, he get upset, get extremely mad.
Yeah.
When he get hurt, he get confused.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, what happened when you train and them bullies and you hitting them with them sandbags and all of a sudden this little dude ain't now what you gonna do?
Well, listen, I'm gonna say what
We
Anthony
gon' see.
just said though. Terrence has never been in that real 12-round war, and ain't never had nobody go to his body the way we know Errol can get to the body. That's gonna wear you down.
Absolutely.
I don't care who you are. The body attack wears you down.
When you fought Errol Spence, how would you describe that? Would you say you fought him on the outside?
Fought him from the outside, and it was like, we basically fought him like right there in distance, and
In
then,
pocket.
and then took the fight to him on the inside, and it was like just this. It was a mix of it all. You know what I mean? Like not even thinking. It's just the game plan of knowing that hey, we're using everything tonight.
Yeah.
And it was just seeing it and doing it, seeing it and doing it.
Okay.
You know, and that's something that you can't teach, that instinct, and both these guys got it. You
This is
know
what I
mean?
want to know from
what-
you, Shawn.
Yeah, what was your? Did you have a question? or-
No, I'm just asking how
Did I
you just.
answer it?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
said you said on the out. You said outside. Then you said you did everything. Basically.
Yeah, we
I
did
got the
everything.
same
You know,
question.
styles make fights. You know what I mean?
you do.
Terrence is not really an inside fighter the way that I'm an inside fighter.
Yeah.
Terrence ain't really gonna pivot and get around you and all these
That's
other
what
things.
I'm saying, bro.
But the other side
You
of
didn't
that
say
is,
that was bad. What you mean? That's what you said.
but the other side of that is the range and the distance that man fights at. It's like it's invisible. It's like you know it and then it's gone. You know it
Yeah.
and then it's gone.
That's
You
why I
know
want
what
to ask
Okay.
you two things. Number one, At what point did them sandbags start becoming mental more than physical?
Bruh, they never became mental for me. I remember physically, it was like maybe the sixth or the seventh round. I went back and I guess like I had this look on my face. My dad said, "What's wrong?" I said, "Man, my legs is kind of tight." He said, "Your legs tight?" I said, "Yeah, my legs is kind of tight." He said, "All right, well, this round don't move so much. This round just, do this, do that." And after that round, the legs came back and there was no thing. But in retrospect, looking back on it, I was like, "Oh, it was that early body attack?"
That early body.
It got to me at one point in the fight, and mentally, physically, I was able to overcome that. You know what I mean? But that's something that, again, if you're not used to something like that happening to you and it starts to happen, that's the one thing I could tell you about fighting at the elite level. When stuff happens to you that you're not used to, you take notice of it. Yeah. And if it's happened repeatedly, it starts to stay with you. Yeah. Kel talked about, I did a roundtable with Kel Brook earlier, and he talked about seeing Errol Spence get frustrated in his fight. I said, yeah, I saw him get frustrated in my fight. So you can frustrate Errol. I never saw Terrence get bothered at all. So as mentally tough as we talk about, I've seen Errol frustrated against me, and Kel said he saw him frustrated.
Kel was on that ass early in that fight.
Great fight. That was a great fight.
That was a great fight.
That was a great fight too.
Remember, he had one side of the face.
And he even said he said it in the he said that boy was tough. He said that about Kel Brook.
Yeah, he did. He was the hardest hitter. So let me ask you this, Shawn. How easy do you think it's gonna be to get to Terrence's body? That's what I want to know. It's not easy as we saying.
Shakur said Terrence Crawford trained harder than anybody's ever seen.
No, what Shakur said, he ain't never took an ass whooping like Terrence Crawford gave him when he ran up on him. He did say that. Ass whooping out. He said
they say that dude is hella competitive.
I can't believe it. I ain't never got whooped like that. He said, Bud gave me. So my thing is this: if that's the best defensive fighter that we kind of know.
Right.
Oh, man, come on, homie. No, we ain't going to do that.
Shakur not the best defensive fighter?
No, I'm just saying he's small as hell, though.
I never seen him get hit.
He's small.
And weight, he's the same height. He the same height.
Listen, I'm saying a defensive fighter.
They said he beat up one of the best, Floyd Mayweather.
Huh?
Earl went up there and whooped Floyd.
No.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
But guess what?
They said that he gave him some good work. They said
good work.
Anybody that even comes close to beating Floyd, they consider it an ass whooping.
But why? Can I say this?
Floyd said he had just got out of jail.
Let me just say this. Understand?
My dad was.
Floyd.
What your dad say?
Can I say this?
My dad said he was getting a penny.
Yeah, but let me say this though.
But did he beat him?
Fresh out of jail. Can I say this?
Okay.
Floyd was fresh out of jail. Come on,
was.
man.
But
yeah, he was trying to get some work. He fresh out of jail. It was trading for the Mexican
Guerrero.
dude.
Guerrero.
He was training for Guerrero. He was trying to get some work. He fresh out of jail.
But they're 5-minute rounds too.
And he ran into a young hog.
A young what you call a young hog?
Hog.
A young hog that don't understand 5-minute rounds.
Yeah, don't understand.
Oh, he understand. Go.
Huh? Shakur was a young hog and got wore out.
Small kid though.
Huh?
Small kid.
Small little guy.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, all I'm saying is this was some years ago.
But that's practice,
Bud
homie.
was a little dude too then. They was both two little dudes. You know what I mean? This was years ago. You know what I mean? So, I mean, come on, man. You just got to use your common sense.
We just got to accept we getting a great fight.
We finna get a hell of a fight.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Before we
They
get
say
up
the
out of here.
fans win.
Predictions?
Crawford. I got Crawford by decision.
How's it get there? How many rounds? 8-4.
I'm gonna go 7-5. It's gonna be close. It could even be a split decision.
And you're not worried about him winning the decision on a PBC card?
Nah. I'm not worried about no conspiracy shit. This fight, I think, is gonna be a fair fight.
Yeah.
I think the judges are gonna. I don't see the crowd booing at the end. I think we gonna all just have a good night of boxing.
I got Spence. Stoppage, 10th round.
Ooh, damn, boy.
That's what I'm going to go with.
Damn.
Well, obviously, I'm the smarter of the two because I'm going to tell you.
Break it down.
If y'all betting, y'all predictions is coming from the fact that in y'all mind, y'all think Spence is the strongest. Crawford don't believe that. So therefore, if Crawford go in there and test that man, and he not the strongest, the fight gonna last under 8. He gonna get him out of there under 8. And if he is the strongest, he gonna adapt and get him out of there after 8.
Yeah, I mean, Shawn been in the ring with both of them. He said that Spence got a little more thump, but it seems on the outside looking in, to me, it looks like Crawford has the knockout power, the one punch power,
He's
whatever.
a chin check
And you know what? You know what's crazy though? I'm gonna in on this. I know we almost done. A lot of people, including Terrence Crawford, thinks that everybody is against him. But if you look at the videos, Crawford is the favorite. He's the betting favorite, and he's the favorite amongst boxers.
I thought Spence was the betting favorite.
No.
Nah.
Okay.
Crawford is the favorite he's the betting favorite, and he's the favorite amongst boxers. More boxers and trainers are picking Crawford over Spence. But for some reason he think that,
when the line opened, it went
out.
up more for Crawford.
Well, I one of the greats, I heard one of the greats say, skills pay the bills. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the one that said that is 50-0.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go with the skills. I seen him beat some of the biggest and baddest dudes on the planet. And guess what? They said the same thing about Ali versus George Foreman. They didn't expect Ali to go 3 rounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Skills pay the bills. You know what I mean? And no matter how strong you is, how gifted you may be, skills pay the bills, period.
Where's your crew at on Fight Night? I know you said you got your ticket. Anybody?
I don't know. I think Spank is trying to get a ticket. I'm going with my brother, so I don't. Spank will probably be there. Everybody else probably won't be.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm in that piece.
Are you more of a? Do you like to watch the fights in person, or do you like to watch the fights on TV?
Man, that's tough. I would say most of the time I like to watch it better on TV.
Yeah.
Because you get the commentating, which is bad sometimes because they sway. You know, I mean, we already had that conversation. But to be able to see the replays, no obstruction of view, all of those things.
Yeah.
Right.
If I go to the fight, I can't do the floor because you too busy trying to look over somebody's head and everything. So I like to be on level 1. So I'm level 1. I'm like row H. That's like row 6 or 7, something like
So
that.
tell everybody where you at, huh?
Yeah, I didn't say which section, but I don't care. They can know. Bro, but it's different sections. So you don't,
H at?
you
don't mess around.
you don't be up there. You don't know about
I like
that.
to watch it at the house.
Yeah.
I just like to. Even when I go
energy.
to the fights, I'm looking at the TV monitor,
Yeah.
watching the fight.
Yeah.
It's something about that energy in the arena
it
though.
is good though. I do like that too a lot.
Yeah, my wife, she a little upset with me because I got 1 ticket. But let me explain to her though. I got 1 ticket, but I told her she could sit on my neck and ain't nobody gonna bother me. She like, I can't sit on your neck. I said, who gonna stop us? You know what I mean? So she gonna sit on my neck. So if she don't want to go sit on my neck, I'm gonna have to sit on my ticket. Yeah. But I prefer to fight at home though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, I appreciate y'all for coming through.
Yes.
sir.
Na'im Lynn, Mike P, Scruncho. Appreciate
By the way,
y'all.
I just
Man,
opened
thank
up
you
a
for
new
coming.
Instagram.
Yeah, do all your thing.
My last one just got shut down. So it's The Real Scruncho 1, and just follow me on Instagram, The Real Scruncho 1. And all the haters, y'all can, let's chop it up. And all people agree with me, let's chop it up.
If you from Nebraska, no disrespect, you know what I'm saying, but follow me at Mike P Comedy on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, Mike P Comedy.
Yeah.
I got Spence though.
Follow me on Instagram, Na'im the Star. Shout out to Jamel Charlo.
Hey, Jamel Charlo.
Good luck, bro. I want you to win.
Yeah.
Who we fight?
You're not going to, but I
Yeah.
want you to win.
You came on just to clear your name.
One to win. Right.
You came on just to clear your name.
I don't give a fuck. Look, man, I got an opinion. Like I said.
And you definitely can have your opinion and bring it right here to the PorterWay Podcast.
That's right.
Anytime.
Canelo gonna win?
I do. I think as we say back in the day, he gonna put some sport on that ass.
Okay.
That's what I think he gonna do.
Okay.
I'm giving him a shot, Na'im.
Okay.
I'm giving both of them a shot. Whichever twin show up.
Listen, I got to thank Mediagrapher Studios
Yes.
for hosting the podcast here today. They was free. Let us come up in here and do our thug thizzle.
Yes, sir.
So probably be back around here. Hope y'all like the look. If y'all do, comments, Tell us what y'all think about everything. Appreciate y'all for coming on the podcast.
Man, thank you
today.
for having us.
Got you tomorrow on our show.
I realized you was in town, so I'll see you again.
Man, all the time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Say again.
I said we got you on our show tomorrow.
And yeah, in the
Straight from the heart.
Show tomorrow. Y'all won't see this tomorrow, so
Yeah.
They're not gonna see that tomorrow either. So it don't matter. It's gonna air when it air.
Nah, appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, tell a friend. The PorterWay Podcast. Appreciate y'all.
Man,
Yes, sir.
thank you for having us.
This is the PorterWay.
Yes, sir. Let's go, Spence.